Did you advise the president or anyone in his administration on his meme coins?
I did not.
Do you think the market needs to comply with audits about whether one-to-one ratios really exist on stable coins?
I believe stable coins, U.S. dollar stable coins, should be audited, should be completely backed by U.S. Treasuries 100%.
But how do we prove that if necessary is my question.
Well, an audit, U.S. audit and one-to-one backed by U.S. Treasuries. And lastly, you can't change the rules, meaning if someone has bought the stable coin, you can't change the price, right? If someone's made a deposit with you, you can't say on withdrawal you're going to change the price.
So you really believe in a robust audit process and more opening than it exists today?
For sure.
Thank you. Okay, did you ever own Tether?
A Tether? No.
Any Tether? Any backdoor? Did you own Tether?
Cantor Fitzgerald, is that the correct? Me? No. Cantor Fitzgerald has no equity in Tether.
I'm not trying to be clever here. I'm trying to get, did you or Cantor Fitzgerald own Tether? Other than the one-to-one backing?
So, sorry, I'm trying to answer.
Did you as an investor ever invest or own Tether, or did anybody at Cantor Fitzgerald, other than the one-to-one backing, own Tether?
Cantor Fitzgerald owns a convertible bond with Tether.
Celebrate my 8th birthday with me.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And then also, of course, in the first quarter of 2025, we always get a correction. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly moving up after the decent comeback. But a lot of these altcoins have a lot of ground to make up. But we know this is the time where we normally pump. And right now we have stocks flat. Now don't forget David Sachs meeting today at 2:30. I'm going to try to catch it. It's King's birthday today. Guys, don't forget to ring that Cash App all day. It doesn't matter whether it's $5 or $1. Just keep it ringing. We're going to celebrate until the weekend. And I appreciate all the love to those who have already rung that Cash App. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have the short end moving down, the long end moving up. And yield rates are going to slowly creep up. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have the dollar down. We have volume in crypto right now down. And then we have Tether and USDC. And we have over 1.2 billion worth of stable coins. were issued on Tron and Solana in the past 7 days. And we know that Tether movie is coming. We have Howard Lutnick investment in Tether, now the U.S. Secretary of Commerce. And we know that is definitely a conflict of interest. And then we have Tether being called out again in regards to illegal activity. So get your popcorn, sit back, and let it play out. And then we have the Fed repo at $97 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed and the central banks want to keep these rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have Senator Loomis happy about that sovereign wealth fund. But like I told you guys, you got a hedge fund guy, you have George Soros, and that has never ended well. That means they can get their hands on $5 trillion. Guys, they'll take it all. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have China announces 10 to 15% tariffs on U.S. oil, agriculture, machinery, coal, and LNG. And guys, we know that only hits the consumers. All these tariffs are going to do nothing but be passed on to the consumer. We've seen this movie before, but these tariffs are going to weigh on the legacy economy, allowing the digital economy to rise. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Right now, as I'm doing this video, we have the Bitcoin spot ETFs pulling back, Ethereum spot ETFs moving up. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Travala integrates crypto payments and over 100 tokens for 2.2 million hotels on Trivago, offering Bitcoin and Avalanche rewards for crypto-based bookings. And guys, we know it's all about adoption. When you look at all these apps that we have, especially when it comes to these restaurants, it's all about getting the customer to sign up for these apps. And of course, if you dangle that carrot, you dangle that reward, they're going to sign up. So not only are you getting data, but at the same time, you're pushing adoption for the app. And then we also know that's the next step to this digital economy without the sheep even knowing. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Kraken receives the MIFID license, which will enable them to launch regulated derivatives in the EU. And after the dust settled, we see these major crypto exchanges moving globally. They're going to be the new banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Eric Trump says it's a great time to add Ethereum. And we know JP Morgan hands is all over Ethereum. And we see World Liberty keeps buying these utility tokens. And one of those are Ethereum. And we can clearly see the Ethereum ecosystem. No one can compete with. And then we also know DeFi is definitely the new banking. And then lastly, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. We have Biden signs with major Hollywood agency after leaving office. Yes, guys, you can't make this stuff up. But we also know politicians are nothing but paid puppets. They're already paid to act. And that means Biden has been acting since 1973. So on his resume, he's been acting for 52 years. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. Long COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.